Somewhere in the Scottish wilderness, there lied a small town hidden among trees, bound by constant darkness. The people in neighboring villages often heard strange noises coming from the town and reported unusual sightings. Nobody dared enter the spooky village. Until now. Gerald, an undead clocksmith, summoned 4 race teams from around the world to compete in a series of rally events descending through the treacherous Scottish Highlands, in an area said to be occupied by terrifying beings. Should they not answer his call, he would turn back time and erase them all from existence.
Welcome back to XR Diecast Racing, folks, and welcome to the first 4 seasons rally tournament, part 1 of a 4-part spectacular special. We're treating you to 8 races today, with Puffs Racing taking on Essex Boys Racing in 2 rally races and 2 obstacle races in the first half, and Raptors Racing going head-to-head with Hardcore Poetic Racing in the second half.
That's right, Joe, and we've doubled up on the obstacles today, so be prepared for carnage.
Hell yeah! We're also going to take a walk into this creepy village and see what all the fuss is about.
Let's look at the vehicle submissions for Puff and Essex Boys. Puffs Racing have submitted this cool Datsun Bluebird 510 for the rally race.
Nice livery. No attachments on the front of this Datsun 620 submitted for the obstacle race, but it's packing some serious weight in the back.
Entering the pit as a spare rally race car is this Porsche 928 Safari, driven by Baby Richie. I hope it's not actually a baby.
Taking on Puffs Racing today, Essex Boys have submitted this light fuss Felion for the rally race, driven by Dangerous Brian.
Whoa!
This heavy-hitting Ford F-150 Lightning will be plowing through obstacles in the obstacle race.
What a beast.
Entering the pit as a spare obstacle race vehicle is this 83 Chevy Silverado, bossing a plow on the front to smash through those obstacles.
Nice.
God, I hate clowns. Starting in the left lane in the blue Datsun, it's Puffs Racing and Essex Boys Racing on the right in our first rally race.
Puff almost flipped on the sharp turn, but planning to get the diggers in to bank this turn later this year.
Essex Boys are not too far behind approaching the chicane. Nice clean jump from Puff. We've had a pretty clear run of jumps so far on this track up.
We have had top-tier talent racing, to be fair. Nice clean turn. Puff takes the win for lap 1.
Here comes Dangerous Brian with another clean approach through the canyon.
Yeah, that was a nice clean race. Puff bags 7 points and Essex Boys 4. Let's see how they do in lap 2, and then it's time for my favourite parts.
The obstacle race.
Hell yeah.
Essex Boys and their Felions start in the left lane this time.
I am patiently waiting for a car to flip that.
Savage. Puff's Datsun is just in the lead, but the Felion might just catch up on the inside lane here.
Not quite.
Here comes the jump. Nice and clean again, and we're passing Jeremy's farm.
Oh, Puff's Datsun almost spun out there.
He brushed the side. Don't be dramatic, Joe. Essex Boys are right on his tail through the canyon.
They didn't quite make it. It's another lap win for Puffs Racing, who are off to a good start with 14 points. Essex Boys came pretty close in that lap. We will see how the Felion does against the rest of the teams later in the tournament. But for now, Essex Boys will take on Puffs Racing in the obstacle race.
Puff's Datsun pickup starts in the left lane for lap 1, and Essex Boys Ford F-150 on the right.
2 great trucks, but Essex Boys F-150 is about 13 grams heavier and a stockier build.
It certainly sent those hay bales flying higher than Puff's Datsun.
Ha, this is turning into football. They're both dribbling a bale.
Essex Boys skidded out a bit there, but great recovery.
Yeah, that F-150 handles nicely.
He's just mowing right through the obstacles. What a shame.
Great lap time for the obstacle race. Puff's Datsun has been slowed right down by the obstacles. Here he comes with a flying bin.
Yeah, I think we might need to reassess spectator safety at the finish line.
Not my job.
Anyway, great performance from Essex Boys, who are closing the points gap, scoring 8 points in that lap. Let's see lap 2.
Pennywise is kind of growing on me. He looks sort of friendly.
Stay away from the clown. He will mess you up, Tom.
Okay, Daddy.
Hey, what the?
Watch the F-150 floor it down the ski slope.
Essex Boys Racing have really nailed it with this vehicle.
Yeah, Puff's Datsun isn't far behind, but the F-150 handles the chicane amazingly and gains serious ground here every time.
Essex Boys are getting cocky, now dribbling a
What
barrel.
a smash. Those cones went flying. Damn, son.
Puff is a few seconds behind. Essex Boys win lap 2, and what a lap time that was.
Yes, well done, Essex Boys. Awesome. Don't go anywhere, spectators, as Hardcore Poetic Racing versus Raptors Racing is coming right up. Great start for both teams. Just 2 points between them. Let's see if anyone can top these scores.
We are here in the spooky town. We were going to try and interview Gerald, but Ruby chickened out.
Tom, you screamed like a 7-year-old girl when you saw a squirrel.
Did not so.
I'm pretty sure we walked past Numbskull drinking in that pub over there.
Next up, it's Hardcore Poetic Racing versus Raptors Racing. Hardcore Poetic have submitted this modified 80-gram Baja Bison for the rally race.
Hell yeah. Iron Poet is driving this cleverly adapted no matter what vehicle for the obstacle race.
Genius. Last but not least is this sweet rapid transit bus submitted to the pit as an obstacle race vehicle.
3 heavy beasts there. Rory is behind the wheel of this low-profile green Ford GT40 for Raptors Racing in the rally race.
Bet that's rapid. Big T is wrecking the place up with this dolphin-nosed La Traca in the obstacle race.
It's another Baja Bison in the tournament, starting out in the pit as a spare obstacle race vehicle, weighing 14 grams less than the one from Hardcore Poetic Racing in the rally race. Raptors Racing in their green Ford GT40 take on Hardcore Poetic Racing in a Baja Bison.
A lot of Fords today. The Bisons are deceivingly fast. I can't call this one.
Hardcore Poetic Racing's Bison is right on the limit at 80 grams. The Raptors Ford GT is 52 grams, but we find the handling through the chicane is crucial.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look how behind the Bison is after the chicane. Raptors also have a Bison on standby for the obstacle race. Interested to see how that compares if they take it out of the pit.
Yeah.
Raptors take lap 1, scoring 7 points. Here comes Hardcore Poetic. Nice, clean approach to the finish for both vehicles. Well done, guys.
No DNFs yet, but we've got more obstacles races coming up. But first, lap 2.
You're full of beans today, Ruby, aren't you?
She's had 2 double espressos.
I had no choice. The coffee in the UK is so weak.
Hardcore Poetic Racing are creeping ahead. Wait, nope. Look how much the Bison slowed down on the turn. Handling is everything on this track.
Yeah, and it's not just about having a low profile. The stocky F-150 from Essex boys flew round.
Nice drift, Raptors, although a little close to the trackside.
Another first-place win for Raptors in the rally race. Good job.
Fantastic start for Raptors Racing with 2 lap wins, bringing them to 14 points. If they win at least one of the obstacle races, they could be top of the group. Everything could change next week, though, as the points carry over to the next group event.
Raptors Racing in the green La Troca take on the obstacle race against Hardcore Poetic Racing in a no matter what.
You really went for the P there, didn't you, Tom? Like the way Malfoy says pop.
What's a Malfoy? I'm kidding. Hardcore Poetic are flying ahead. Raptors La Troca is coming in way too slow.
That looks like our first DNF.
Sure does. We will look at the replay in a minute. The attachment on this no matter for Hardcore Poetic seems to be having the desired effect of sending the obstacles behind the vehicle.
Most of them, but yeah, really smart design.
It is skidding about a bit, which could impact the lap time.
Quite a lot, actually, but it's got the job done and completed the first lap in first place.
It looks like the attachment on the front of the La Troca has resulted in hay bales getting sandwiched either side of the vehicle, bringing it to a complete stop. The vehicle also entered this section too slow, as we can see in the replay.
We might be seeing Raptors Baja Bison come out of the pit for the next group event, but let's see how the La Troca does in the final lap. After a great start from Raptors in the rally race, Hardcore Poetic Racing have now equalized after scoring 8 points in this lap.
This is the beauty of being able to submit a spare vehicle to the pit. Teams should take advantage of it.
Oh yeah! Hats off to all of the teams for the wicked designs of their obstacle cars, by the way.
Yeah, really cool. Hardcore Poetic's Nomada is speeding ahead already, leaving Raptors behind.
Raptors are still in the race. They seem to have shunted the hay bales away this time.
They are coming through the chicane pretty slow, though, and it looks like they have come to a stop somewhere else on the track. We will take a look in a minute.
The No Matter isn't the fastest obstacle vehicle we've had, but it's having no trouble with the obstacles.
What a recovery. I thought they were going to spin out for a second.
Unfortunately, Raptors just missed the second checkpoint. Maybe that exorcist thing behind it was responsible. No, just wasn't fast enough, and I think that attachment needed to be wider or a different shape. This track and concept was new territory for these teams who all submitted their vehicles before seeing any of the track. Awesome vehicle design, though.
Well said, Tom. Let's see the final scoreboard for Group 1. Puffs Racing are currently at the top of the scoreboard with 26 points. Essex Boys and Hardcore Poetic are in joint second place, and Raptors Racing are just behind with 18 points. In Group 2, all 4 teams are back again, but going head-to-head with a different team. This could get interesting, particularly if any vehicles get swapped in the pit.
Can't wait. Let us know what you think of the vehicles and today's races in the comments, spectators, and we will reply to every one of you.
We sure will. And please like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on if you haven't already, so you don't miss the next race event. Thanks for watching and see you next time.